Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. Of all the places in all the world, and you decided to come to Andale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm tickled to pieces that you're here. Today, we have a lot to talk about. We have a whole bunch of stuff. I did some things. I had a birthday. I made some infused oils, which was hilarious. We did all kinds of things. Went to a volleyball game last night. I even went to a funeral last Thursday that was very touching. I'll do a video on that so that you can get in there and know how that happened, how sweet God was to me. Let me get ready to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because sure enough, it's going to ring right in your ear. I've got it sitting right up here in front of everybody. So, good morning. Let me say hi to everybody. Hey, Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse. You're the first person I saw. Black's Tropical Homestead. Hey, Cherie. I love you. Mary's Fiber Creations. Good morning. It all adds up. I haven't sent your extra scrubbies out yet. Please forgive me. And then we have Treasure Hunter Neil. Hey, how you doing? Cynthia Delight. You're the cutest thing on 2 feet. Thank you for donating your prize from Lazy Days Ahead on Saturday to me. That was so sweet. I get a children's bathroom book and some charms to go on their Crocs. And my grandkids wear Crocs all the time. So that's going to be wonderful. And we have hi, Karma. Karma from Lewis Acre Farm. Good morning. Hey, everybody. Rebecca, Touched by Yarn. Good morning, my dear friend. Good morning. B&S Odyssey, my Renaissance grandma. I'm going to be talking about you in a little bit. I got a little something in the mail from you that was via Gina versus Gina, and I love it. And I can't wait to talk about it. Hey, Laura Anderson of Prayer Mountain Homestead, Mimi Westbrook, Shirley LeVay, Rebecca Allen. Oh, okay, good. The Vineyard Farmhouse says he's here at the hospital. We prayed for his daddy, waiting to go in with Papa, and the procedure went well. Praise the Lord for that. We knew that God was going to be all over him. Melody, hey, sweetheart. Oh, my goodness. Kim Meal, hey, buddy. Barbara Jackson. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, you're just the best. Jesse's girl from Lazy Days Ahead. And y'all, I do have a producer, a special person that's down in the basement for me today to be able to help. There's some things. I want you to stick around if you can. I try to stay about 30 minutes, but if you can stick around, there's some important stuff at the end that we're going to talk about that's coming up. Um, and it won't be but just a couple of minutes from now. So let's get started in our message. On Tuesdays, what we do here is we choose our attitude of the day. We get to choose what we're going to do because um, even though some people say, you made me mad or you made me happy. Good morning, Butler Family Farm, and congratulations on all your new friends. I'm sorry that I missed you Monday. I was at a uh, volleyball game with my grandbaby, one of her very first volleyball games. She's 10 years old. She did a great job. I'll talk about that later. So on Tuesdays, what we do is we choose our attitude of the day, because you can. Seriously, you can concentrate on something enough to block the negativity, to block the things, or to even set your mind on a focus to go. Now, I need to set my mind in the focus position all the time, but sometimes I struggle with that. Anyway, this is our message today of what we're going to concentrate on. And what I am going to concentrate on is to realize that little old me, that's nothing, nobody. I mean, I don't really make, I'm not a big somebody. I can be a difference maker. Brian, it's appropriate that he's in here. Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse loves to watch makers videos, meaning people that do things with their hands, that make wooden structures and things like that. But we can be a difference maker. We can make a difference. And here's my message today. So um, I like that. A difference maker. And this is the definition. I'm going to show you. It's a definition of a difference maker. A dedicated person who can make a big impact even with just a small action or a few words. Someone who improves the lives of others. One who rallies or encourages others to propel themselves forward and bring about change. So we can make a difference supporting other people, rallying behind them, being happy for their successes, being glad that, thank goodness, they can do and how wonderful it is that they have been blessed. So surround yourself with people who illuminate your path, who push you to dig deeper, who make you happy, who make you laugh, who pray for you and support you even in the hard times because these are your people. And remember that inner peace begins the moment you choose not to allow anything on the outside of you to control your emotions on the inside of you. I thought that was some kind of cool. And then remember, your direction is more important than your speed. Slow and steady wins the race. All right. I love you guys. Good morning, everybody. That's my message today. Woo-hoo-hoo. Black's Tropical Homestead. I just love you. I'm so glad you're here. I've been following your lead, baby. I'm making all these kinds of things going on. And Jennifer says, I feel like Toby's probably sitting in front of the stove, just waiting for that bacon. And Mary saying good morning to everyone. Pam's POV, good morning. Hello. You guys need to check out Pam's POV. She is rocking it. She is it's the coolest hacks and things like that going on. And she's saying, hey to Black's Tropical Homestead. Black's Tropical Homestead, which is Cherie and Bobby. She's my very favorite scientist in the whole wide world. Very favorite scientist. So I wanted to share some things. I got some mail, y'all. I got some mail. And here, let me take a little sip. We'll be talking about rambling with the brooms in a little bit. Rambling with the brooms and Remy's family. Of course, his name for his channel just went slam out of my head. But it's Remy's. Hang on. Oh, hey. I was checking your thing. And it will be Remy's family. Remi. And that's going to be really important in a little while. So I got some mail and it came on Sunday, which was my birthday. Good morning, Bake a Leg and Let's Dig It. I hope your puppy dog is better. I checked in with you on Sunday night and we were all praying for your sweet baby. I know how much it means to you or she means to you. Hey, F.R. Humphrey, Felicia, good to see you, sweetheart. There's my G Mama Grows Hard in the Garden. She is so faithful and so precious and wonderful, and I'm very happy that she's here. Well, good morning. Hanging 11 with David and Surfing Through Life. That's such a fun channel. David has autism, and so we have that in common. My grandson does as well. My grandson's very functional, but there is autism there, and it's wonderful to be able to be and see all the amazing things that he does that she gets to do as well. Well, thank you everybody for saying happy belated birthday. Y'all are so sweet, and it's not necessary. It was great. I turned 65, and I've been waiting for that birthday for a little while, 65. And I don't know exactly why. Oh, and she says he just went surfing. David just went surfing. That is so cool. We had James in a um, surfing camp one time. And at first, he sat on the, hey, cousin Kayla, he sat on the bank and he was shy and he didn't want to go in. Of course, it was cold and it was in the morning in the ocean time. And by the end of the week, he was the first one in the water jumping on the board. That was a pretty good week, y'all. Pretty good week. So I got some mail. One thing I ordered because a lot of my friends, my Facebook friends, and YouTube friends as well, know Longhorn Lester. And he's got several channels. Longhorn Lester, I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, and his wife Jamie is other better half, I should say, Suits to Boots. And they had a horse that was injured terribly and had to go to a university hospital for a couple of weeks and have operations. And it was very, very expensive. So they had a little fundraiser and they had their horse. Good morning, Jane Doe. They had their horse on there and they had a fundraiser. I can't do the chat and talk at the same time. I'm sorry, y'all. But I got a shirt. I'm getting ready to put it on in a little while and then take a little video and send it to them because they want everybody to send them their videos. But this is from Longhorn Lester. And I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. That's Voodoo bead on there. Got a cute shirt. And then on the back it says, because we're all survivors of something. And that's the truth. We are. We're all survivors of something. So I think that's pretty cool. It's an awesome shirt. Very soft, really soft. And I got a V-neck this time, so that was fun. And then I received a package. Now it came, yeah, Voodoo shirt is beautiful, cousin Kayla. It came from my Renaissance grandma. And she is just a crazy scientist as well. Hey, Scott from Rambling with the Brooms, I'm getting ready to talk about you in a little bit. And guess what, Scott? We're making Jesse jealous. Jesse's down in the basement. He's here, and we love he and Lisa. But I got my Rambling with the Brooms cup this morning. It was the luck of the draw. Worth pulls out my coffee cup each day. But it was meant to be, right? Meant to be. So I got a package from Lady V is her Etsy store. Lady V is her Etsy store. And this is from my Renaissance grandma, but it is compliments of Gina versus Gina. It's compliments of Gina versus Gina. I love Gina versus Gina. And look, y'all, I got some spices. It's crazy. And it smells divine. And these smart, yeah, I am a smart lady. Yeah, Cynthia, those t-shirts are expensive. I splurged on that. But this is called Blessed. In fact, I'm going to hold that up and read the other one. Thank you, G Mama, for putting it on there. And it's from garlic, dehydrated veggies, turmeric, cumin, parsley, green onions, smoked paprika, onion powder, cilantro, and Cayenne cinnamon. I don't know what kind of cinnamon that is. Haven't heard of it. But yeah, I got 3 of them. Smells yummy. Just got it. We picked it up from the post office on Sunday. And I can't wait to use it. Felicia says, "Hoo, hoo, hoo. I love that stuff. I love that stuff." Let's see. And this says, so it's Be Kind to Canadians Day. So that's why I chose Scott's mug. Otherwise, I would bring bring out my Lazy Days head mug. He misspelled on purpose, and obviously y'all can see I didn't type that. Jesse typed that in there, and it is Be Kind to Canadians Day, but oh, no. Scott says, don't be pouting in that basement now. My Renaissance grandma's on vacation from Etsy, so orders need to email her directly. Thank you, G Mama. I had not heard that. So G Mama grows hard in the garden, and she put up um, my Renaissance grandma's link in the YouTube on the YouTube side or the tube of Yube because um, you're not supposed to say either channel, either or when you're on face, the Book of Face and the tube of You. Um, they don't like it when you talk about each other. But that way, you can go and visit her and email her directly for her spices. Alicia says she loves that stuff, man. She uses it all the time. I use it every day. Cool. And Black's Tropical says it's the best cinnamon ever. We love our cinnamon tree. You have a cinnamon tree? Cherie, seriously. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay. Toxins, which is what mostly sold and used. The other is the good cinnamon. So Jennifer knows all about that. She's talking about the good cinnamon. We need to have the good cinnamon. Or you can grow your own like Black's Tropical does. And get that. So y'all, I mean, that shirt, I did get phone calls, which was wonderful. Worth took me out to lunch on Saturday, and then on Sunday he cooked steak dinners on the grill, which was fabulous. Yeah, it's the safest cinnamon, that's right. And but the packages that I received were my spices from Gina versus Gina. Gina, thank you. That's so precious. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And my shirt that I had ordered that I paid for to be able to support them to pay for Voodoo's like tens of $1,000 bill at the hospital. So y'all, I I'm making some infused oils. I'm going to be selling them down at Petals from the Past. I'm going to Petals from the Past, which is the Great Fall Garden Festival in Jemison, Alabama. And that is going to be September the 14th. I'm going down there. Black's Tropical's going to be there. F.R. Humphrey's going to be there. There's going to be several of our friends and stuff. We would love for you to come say hello. That's what it's for. Really, Cog Hill Farm is the big star, and they have lines, for a long, long time. But you can come and give me a hug, and that would be sweet. But I'm going to sell a few things. And I made some calendula infused castor oil. Now, calendula infused castor oil is like having your own neosporin, right? And I thought, what are the two kind of containers that you can use? And you can't wait for Petals. Oh, Kayla, I'm so glad you're coming, honey. I'm sorry that Aunt Judy can't come from Sneed's farmhouse. I'm going to miss her, but I will see her on the Friday before because I booked a tour to go take my grandkids to her farm. Y'all, so I showed you the other day, last week. You get a jar, you put calendula flowers in it, about like this, fill it up with castor oil, and then you cook it in your crock pot for 3 days, just on warm, on a towel with water, strain the oil, and there you have it. Well, draining the oil is easier said than done, let me share with you, because I haven't put labels on anything yet. I got my labels here to be able to put on them. And I have, let's see if I can pick this up. So I've got all these. These are the roll-on bottles that are filled. But I want y'all to look at something. You see how little this jar is? It's a roll-on thing. So trying to get oil from a pan that's been strained into a pan, into a little bitty thing like that. We had oil all over the house. Now, Worth did half of them. He did a really good job. He hardly spilled any oil at all. But then it was my turn. I did have funnels, but oh gosh, you make calendula and chamomile castor infused oils as well. Yeah, a lot of people do. And Felicia says I need funnels. I had funnels, honey. The thing is, when you pour the oil into the funnels and you pour more oil in the funnels than you have room in the bottle, that's when it makes a mess. It gets all over the counter, all over the stove, all over me. I had to change clothes. I had to switch out towels, all kinds of things. It was crazy. And then I have, because I thought, you know what? If it's like Neosporin, you might not want to roll on everything. You can do it on bruises and closed things, but use a turkey baster. Yeah. Well, they come with these little. Well, they're not in here because they were dirty. You have tiny funnels for that size bottle, and you need to pour slowly. Yes, you do. And you use a turkey baster. Well, you can suck up that oil and put it in there. I can tell you, I can find a way to make a mess. I can. I can find a way to make a mess. So I have these as well. They weren't as hard. They weren't nearly as hard of the eyedropper bottles that I have. But I still managed to make a mess, of course. So, yeah, Mary, eyedroppers. You're talking about the eyedroppers? Well, they have these little bitty droppers that you can use. But even for a bottle the size of this, you have to fill that dropper up 4 times in order to be able to fill it. And you got, let's just say, it takes a while. It takes a minute, y'all. It takes a minute. It's worth it, but it takes a minute. And hey, our treasured home. Hey, Nancy. Pipettes. Is that what they're called? Pipettes? Thank y'all. Let's see. Put the oil in a small measuring cup first. I did. I still made a mess. But thank you for your help. I appreciate it. Thank you for your help. Oh, being us Odyssey. Hey, sweetheart. I'm glad. You always make a mess too. Thank you, Felicia. We had to wash all the dishes twice. I had to put vinegar and Clorox in the dishwasher. Not the dishwasher. We don't own a dishwasher. Um, we are the dishwasher. But yeah, so a medical syringe. I had one of those little things. I'm telling you, I could find a way to make a mess. No problem with that. Hey, J3GS Farm. Good morning. How you doing, honey? Slanger. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. So that was something. And Worth said never. He said, we're gonna do this again. We gotta find a better way. He was helping me clean out everything. All right, I have one more thing that I'm working on, and it's out of my reach. And then I want to talk about something very, very special and dear to my heart. This is cayenne pepper infused castor oil. So, what we're going to do is strain this as well, and I'll have this is good. It's like making your own icy hot or Bengay or oh gosh, Cherie, what is the name of that stuff that people told us to get in the little tins for sore joints and things like that? You can rub it on your joints as well because it helps with inflammation. So I'm going to make a whole batch of those. I need to order some more bottles. No dishwasher. Oh, Miss Ann. I made sure I got a dishwasher with sanitize button. Canning season can be brutal over here. Well, Jennifer, when you have like 5,000 pounds of tomatoes like you did. It can be brutal. Life is messy, so you and Worth are just peachy fine. Thank you, Kim Mill, you sweet girl. Tiger Balm. Yes, it's like having your own Tiger Balm. And so that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm getting ready to put a whole new batch in the whatever that thing is over there, the crock pot, so that I can have some for my own personal and to be able to sell from Petals at the Past and Petals of the Past. And if I have any left over, I will come and put it for sale on here as well. I just need to pay for my trip. That would be fun. And let's see. I had a dishwasher, still didn't use it other than keeping grocery bags and important paperwork. Now that is something. You open a dishwasher and have important paperwork and grocery bags in it. Be a mess. All right, y'all. I do want to talk about something very important. And Jesse's going to do a favor for us and pull up a picture. On Saturday, we are going to have a marathon auction fundraiser. And it's going to be Remy's family. It will be Scott Broom from Rambling with the Brooms and Travels with the Brooms. It will be Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead. And I may not be in the live the whole time, but I'm going to try as long as I can if I'm not taking up somebody's spot to be on there. There's a little girl, a little 4-year-old girl, and her name is Livia. And Livia, unfortunately, there's her picture. Livia has brain cancer. It's a rare form of brain cancer. And she was in her local hospital for a while, and they found that they needed to transfer her to another big hospital in Canada. She's in Canada. They are friends with Remy's family. Now, Scott Broom is going to be here. He's doing all kinds of things. And what we'll be doing is from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m., we're going to have a marathon like the old Labor Day marathons that Jerry Lewis used to have. And we're going to have entertainment. There'll be singers there. There'll be guest appearances there. But all funds, every fund, every penny that is raised will be going towards the family, because the hospital that she's been transferred to is between 12 and 13 hours away. Now, mom and dad, and she has 2 older brothers as well. It is a fundraiser. Yes. Did I say something else other than fundraiser? I'm sorry. And this is the fundraiser, Saturday, August 31st, from 7 a.m. till 11 p.m. And it is for Livia. And that is the link to the Eastern Standard Time, right? That is the link to the live. We're all going to be co-streaming and raising money for this precious little child, especially her family. You know, we've all had times when a family member has been in the hospital at some point, and one of the biggest useless, you don't even want to worry about it, stresses is trying to buy yourself a cup of coffee or having gas getting back and forth, room and board, um, potentially paying for babysitters, maybe even helping with the electric bill so that dad can come and get off work to be able to come and be with his baby. And so this is something that even if we can't, we all understand. Everybody is financially strapped right now, everyone. But to send prayers, united prayers, we know if we storm those gates of heaven that God is going to be so sick of hearing about Livia, he's going to reach down and make everything good. So, hey, Clampin. So just remember that on Saturday, August the 3rd, let's see, if you won't be around, the Zelle and PayPal are open now. Yes. And Scott, after this live, I'm going to put your PayPal, it's Rambling with the Brooms PayPal, and Remy's PayPal in the description of these videos, as well as Zelle. There are three ways. Oh, here we go. Jesse put it up there. Three ways to donate: PayPal, e-transfer, which Canadians have e-transfer. You can just slip it right over there at the drop of a hat, and PayPal. And we're going to have Scott's PayPal and oh, it's the video that you dropped. Good. Good. I'm glad. And you can have it will be Scott's PayPal and Remy's PayPal. And so I hope that what we can do is come together as a community, help raise funds for this precious child and her family. Whatever may come about, God is good. He is good. And we can surround this family, even from afar, of someone that we don't even know in person. But we can envelop them with God's love. And I just think that that is our biggest weapon is prayer. That is our first and foremost weapon. Now, people say if you don't pray, send happy thoughts, and that's absolutely send happy thoughts and vibes and things like that. But um, I wanted y'all to know that we will have an all-day fundraiser, and every penny we're turning off super chats on our lives. Everything will go through PayPal or Zelle or the Canadian transfer. And if you need to mail a check, we'll have an address for that as well, because some people don't do nothing as far as money online. And I just want y'all to know that. And we can be difference makers. We can be different together and make something. And yes, DIY American, there is nothing more powerful than prayer. Through prayer comes peace. Through prayer comes strength. And there's absolutely nothing else that would be better or brighter or stronger. But, Mama needs a little Coca-Cola every now and again, or a cup of coffee, or something like that. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try very hard to be able to raise some money. And hey, if it's $10, it's $10 more than what they had. Maybe they can put $10 in their gas tank, right? All right, everybody, it's 11:33. Thank you, Jesse, for being my producer today. That was so sweet and kind of you. And Scott from Rambling with the Brooms, while I'm closing out, if you would like to drop the video that you put out, that would be great. Make sure you have hit the like button. And just in case, if you're not subscribed, please do check your subscription. YouTube is playing funny tricks. I do have, yes, absolutely. You can pray for the fundraiser completely. And there are people already that are donating items for an auction. Now, the way that this works is, say I have a bottle of water and I'm going to donate this bottle of water to be auctioned off. Now, I will take a picture of this bottle of water and I will send it to Scott from Scott Rambling with the Brooms. I will send a picture to him. And if we could get his email up there, that would be fantastic. You send him a picture. Oh, yes, Livia will be so happy to receive your prayers. Absolutely. And they can feel them already. They can feel them. And they're doing things locally as well, trying to do that. But we want to make sure, here we go. We want to make sure that this is the link to the video from Rambling with the Brooms. He's naughty. He's the Scotty too naughty. I digress. You want to donate a bottle of water. Take a picture of it, send it to Scott. When someone bids on it, the highest bid, once they have they're going to take a highest bid. It'll be like, I don't know, 3 minutes per item or something. You put once you get the highest bid for that, they're going to put it to the side. And as soon as the money is sent through PayPal or Zelle, which would be, or the Canadian thing, which I'm unfamiliar with. There we go. Check out Remy's Family Farm. They're talking about it as well. Soon as it's paid for, then they will take it out of the rotation. And towards the end, if things are not paid for yet, then they'll put them back in the auction and re-auction them, because we do need to pay e-transfer. Thank you, Scott. My brain is not going to the top floor. I'm stuck in the basement today. Can you auction your hubby? Well, he might be quite the valuable human. Yes, Canada e-transfer. Canada e-transfer. It's like calling the geese Canadian geese. They're actually Canada geese. And so we're putting links up in Facebook and PayPal all along, every way that you can pay for it, which is amazing and wonderful. And we'll put our biggest, our best foot forward to try to unite as a community, whether you're in crafting or cooking or farming or an autism community, if you're in all of us, we can come together as one and be difference makers. We can make a difference. We can make a difference in this family's life, especially through prayer. All right. Love you all. Let's see. I'm confused. So the stuff people are donating isn't being advertised ahead of time like so now. So people can bid to raise the amount of the money. Is it being shown during the live only? It's a holiday weekend. Jennifer, that is a Scott and Remy, sorry, kick the table, question. I don't think they're going to show it ahead of time. I think they're going to, are they? Thank you, Jesse. Okay, wait, you're muted, honey.
My apologies. I had to mute myself because when you're in the basement, it makes a whole lot of noise down there when I'm eating all those M&Ms.
That's right.
No, so what it is, Jennifer, it's going to be timed event. So, for example, like she said, if this is donated and somebody wants to bid on this mug because it has the Mod Father on it, no. If somebody wanted to bid on this, then they would bid and it would be timed. So we'll give it 3 minutes, and the highest bid we get for this will be the price that it goes for. Okay, so let's say Miss Ann bids $20. Okay, and 3 minutes is up. Here we go. He goes to the side. As soon as we see the transfer, then that mug is done. You can go $30 if you want to, but it's already been sold to Miss Ann.
Yeah, so right.
It's going to be the time event,
and we'll need. They're going to need some help keeping all that straight. That's quite a few balls to carry in the air. But you know what? It's going to be great.
But it works. We did the same thing, or it was done with little Southern Brothers. They did the same thing when they were doing their fundraiser.
Oh, good.
Yes, it's for charity, and they did the same thing. We had a bottle of vanilla that we gave that raised over $400. Now the gentleman was going to pay that money anyway, but he bid on the bottle of vanilla.
That's right.
It went as far as $400. So it's not about the value of the item; it's about how much you want to donate. That's what
right.
It is.
That's
even
right.
Even if it only got $1, that's $1 more than that family would have.
That's right. That's right. I'm on live, baby. You need to come in?
So
Yeah, I'll just say AC here by 10 minutes.
Okay, okay. We our air conditioner is broken again, and so the AC guy's on his way. Oh, you have 5 minutes to pay for it, Scott says.
yeah,
All right. I mean, that's
and
only fair. It's all electronic,
it's all
and
electronic. And the thing is we want to keep it rolling. We want to keep it going, and we can't hold up these products forever, obviously.
that's
And
right.
so much time, and there's going to be so many people working the
That's
live.
right.
So
And I had a picture on my phone that I took of Scott's information and Remy's information. Let's see if I can find it. It talks about the entertainment that will be there. Um, that's about the PayPal. And there will be, okay, I took several pictures of Scott's um, live or his video information, apparently. All right. So we'll have a performances by many great artists. They're going to have performers singing and dancing just like Jerry Lewis did. He had all these. Only thing is, back then you had to call in your pledge and then wait for somebody to mail the check.
yeah,
Um,
operators will be standing by though.
that's right. Operator standing by. That's right. Alexa Arsino, Marine Washington Music. The Vineyard Chicks are going to be there. All Around Sarah. She has such a gorgeous voice. And there's going to be lots more. Also, Remy said he's going to break out his guitar and do a little singing, a little picking, a little playing. And oh, okay, good, 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 good. And you do have 5 minutes to pay for it. And Ginger says, "Hey, Anna, Jesse, heading into work. Love you
We love
all."
we love you back, Ginger.
Yeah, we do. Big, big, big. Love you back. All right. It's about that time. Jesse, thank you so much. Is there any more information about this Saturday event? It's going to be Rambling with the Brooms, Remy's family,
Family,
and
yourself,
you and
uh,
me.
and me, right?
And whenever they need the spot, I mean, I'm going to be in and out, physically in and out, but it'll be on my channel the whole time unless they need that spot up um on the panel.
Yeah. So Scott mentioned about, let's say you don't do PayPal, let's say you don't do Zelle, let's say you don't do any of that, but you do want to donate some cash or whatever, or you can send a check. And um, if you have a check that you want to write, you can send it to Jesse or Lisa, and we'll make sure that the family gets the money. If you're in Canada, you might want to send it to Remy and in his name. So it makes it a lot faster instead of coming all the way down here. And then, you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
if you're sending a check, it's going to go through mail. So
right,
just,
right. And
so
Diana, you came in late, baby girl. I hope you're doing well from all your trials and
yeah.
tribulations. I love you a whole big. Diana is such a wonderful um,
But but if you do
supporter.
but if you do write a, but if you do write a check, you need to write it in the name of the person, like Lisa Lales or Ann Dale. You can't put the channel name because our channel names are not set
On
up
our
with our
bank
bank.
accounts. We
They'll
ain't that
say
big.
lazy days ahead. Who's that? Lisa Lales or Ann Dale
Yeah,
or somebody like
that's right. All right. So, Diana, it is Saturday, this coming Saturday from 7 a.m. until 11 p.m. and
that. Eastern.
Eastern time. And she is not Eastern time. She's an hour behind us. But yeah, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And I'll be putting it's on my community page. And for all of you channels out there, if there's anyone there, oh, poor Brownie hacking up a lung these days. He's just coughing like crazy. Um,
I thought
if
that was
you,
Worth.
no, poor Worth. He has to put up with me.
I said, Worth, did you eat some of Miss Ann's cooking again? Lost you. Lost you. Can't hear you, Miss Ann.
All right. It
There
kind
you go.
of a little bit.
There you go.
But um, On Facebook, I will be putting the PayPal, Zelle, and the e-transfer information on this particular video. But what I was getting to is everyone can share it on their community page. And that's a big deal. For if we all put that on, can you imagine? If all you do when you're scrolling through your YouTube feed that you or your Facebook feed that you see all of these faces, all of these fundraiser faces. I just think that's amazing. And
I think it's beautiful that people, the community comes together to rally around one individual, especially at a time of need, because it just shows that the community is not it's not just about themselves. It's about the community, and it means so much. In fact, I don't even think Livia knows we're doing this.
Yeah, I don't think they do.
So it's going to
Or
be
her
a surprise to them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, but from what I understand, they don't even know we're doing this. We're doing this kind of on the sly, if you will, to kind of surprise them.
I think what
They may
Remy
have had
was
to tell
talking the
they
other
may have had
night.
to tell the parents. They may have had to tell the parents, but not Livia.
Yeah, yeah, the parents. But he's trying. Remy is they're friends of Remy's, and
Right.
he's trying to not bother the mom and dad at this time because
Right.
it's such an awful time.
And
And
they're out of town. They're somewhere on the east side of Canada, going through either Toronto or Ontario. I'm not sure where. Going through some specialists. So
right.
they're very, very preoccupied right now with having to do.
I mean, can you imagine? You have 3 children. The youngest, the baby, is sick. And you have to be 12 to 13 hours. You have to make a choice
Yeah.
to be 12 to 13 hours away from
Yes.
your older children or to be with your baby. That you've got to be with the baby. And then,
Right.
the 4-year-old not understanding what's going on. It's just a horrible situation. And what we can do is put some Band-Aids on it and make
Right.
it a little more gentle for them so that they don't have to worry about maybe the gas bill getting back and forth 12 and 13 hours or being able to have some breakfast or a cup of coffee or,
Right.
maybe buy yourself a magazine while you're sitting
Yeah,
there.
it'll definitely help out, even if it's just for incidentals. That's still
Absolutely.
a great relief for anybody who's in this situation. So
Yeah.
our heart goes out to the family, and I know that I don't have a 4-year-old, but I can imagine if I had a 4-year-old that was going through brain cancer and
Oof.
having to go through all these doctors and surgeries and stuff, I'd be at my wit's end. And
Absolutely.
knowing that there's a community that's supporting us like this, it would be overwhelming.
It would be overwhelming.
Yes.
And God is good, even in the storm. He is good.
And we live by the motto that we don't give because we have because we give. That's the motto that we live by.
That's exactly right.
And I guarantee you that if you live by that motto, you won't have any problems.
That's right. Which text, Scott? Scott keeps saying that you need to check the text.
You send me check my text, okay?
Oh, your text on your phone.
Okay, it looks like he's showing me some items here. This is I guess one of the items that's going to be going up for auction. This is some sort of
it's a crocheted blanket. Yeah, like a throw blanket.
Like a throw blanket. That's one of the items.
Beautiful.
And then here's another item. I'm not sure if it's the same size. It may be a little bit smaller than the first one, but it's
isn't that beautiful?
So I guess that's
And that's from Beth. Oh, isn't that
2 items? Yeah. So that's the kind of stuff that we're going to be auctioning off, and like you said, if they get $10, $20, that's $20 more than what they had, and I'm believing. And Scott put it at made a good analogy. If all of Miss Ann's folks, all of my folks, all of his folks, all of Remy's folks, and then all the folks that are in the chat gave $1, I think we could give them at least a month's worth of
bills,
security. A month's worth of security. or a month's worth of comfort, knowing that they
Comfort.
can pay their gas bill or pay for
Yep.
their fuel bill or pay for, you know,
Mhm. So don't feel
grocery.
like if you can't give $20 that you shouldn't give any at all. I mean,
Right.
a dollar, $5, it doesn't
No
$2.
amount is too little and no amount
It
is
is
too
not.
big, right?
It
And
is not.
and and by all means, I'm sure they would covet your prayers most of all because
Absolutely.
they the more they intercede for this little girl, the better.
Yep. That's our biggest way to be
Yeah.
able to that's our biggest weapon is because we know that God is good and He is
And
with
it's all
them.
about this girl right here. So
And sweet little baby. Mm-mm-mm.
cutie patootie. But like I said, I can't imagine having a daughter and then knowing that she's going through this. But
Yep.
uh, our heart and our prayers go out to the family.
Can you donate the items back to the family? Diana. A- uh,
I,
absolutely.
yeah, I wouldn't see why they wouldn't accept it.
Yep. I
Remy
mean,
could probably shed a little bit more light on that on Saturday.
even if you win the auction, you could donate it to be re-auctioned,
Correct.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't think that the items, unless it's something specific, would be, they're traveling back and forth and
Yeah.
they're not going to
Yeah.
be able to have a whole bunch of stuff, but you certainly can donate it back to
Right.
be re-auctioned to raise money again at another time, because that's why we're having it in such a large time frame, because different people watch it at different
At
times,
different times. Right.
and it's a holiday weekend. So, I mean, because I'm going to be at a sheep show during part of it,
Yeah.
but I won't be there all day long. So that'll be terrific. All right,
So
thank
we
you.
all will be co-streaming. So
Yes,
the co-streaming will help it, advertise it to all our different communities.
yes. Yes,
So
we will be, and so and all of us will be turning off any kind of funding so that, all the funding will go directly to PayPal, and, I mean, if somebody particularly wants to, they could PayPal either one of us, but I want it to go to Remy's family or, Scott with Rambling with the Brooms so that we can try to keep it in a central location.
so Scott sent me this. He said that little star-looking thing was 44 inches wide across. So almost the size of a
Wow.
piece of plywood. That's
Wow,
like a lap blanket.
beautiful.
And the other thing was 54 inches across.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful.
they're pretty big. They're pretty big. So,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure exactly where Remy and Scott are going to start the bidding off at, but I'm sure they'll be starting
Reasonable.
pretty low,
Yeah,
reasonable.
yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be
start at
reasonable.
$5, $2, whatever,
All
and they work
items
up
will be
from there.
reasonable. Yeah, because what we're doing is, I mean, even like for instance, if I were to donate something that was worth a lot and it only brought a little, that's okay.
It's okay because
That's
you
okay.
donated.
That's
Because you
right.
donated.
But I do, as a giver, need to be prepared to ship that product that I'm donating
Right.
to wherever we need to ship it. And,
Correct.
you know, that's my responsibility as a giver to know that I will be, um, responsible for the shipping.
Right. See, so I can donate this sticker, and I know it's worth $100, but may only get two, but that's okay because that's
That's
probably
right.
all it's worth. No, I'm just using it as a joke.
Yeah, it's like the bottle of water, half drank, half gone. How much you give me? How much you give me? That kind of thing. So anyway, honestly, we are going to be gathering together in a prayer circle to be able to surround this child and her family. Oh, oh,
This
oh,
gets
oh.
$2. This will definitely get $100 right there. See, so it shows the difference. $2, $100. So
You trimmed me up. Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right. I love y'all. And thank
all
you
right,
for being here. And somebody hit an angry face. They hit an angry face on that's great.
hey,
Oh, and I know who it was. Hmm. Okay. All right. We'll figure that out
all right,
and move on. That's
yeah.
funny. But we appreciate everyone for being in here. Thank you, Glenda. It's good to see you, honey. I'm so glad
Yes.
you're here.
Yeah.
And Kayla, I will see you on September 13th and 14th. That will
No,
be
that's cousin
fun.
Kayla. Cousin Kayla.
Cousin Kayla. That's right. Cousin Kayla. I will be seeing her at the Great Fall Garden Festival at Petals from the
Well,
Past.
let me drop down so you can do your clothes. All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Y'all, I appreciate you all so much for being in here. And I just wanted to again let you know that on Tuesdays, you get to choose your attitude. You can choose. If you're sad, it's okay. You need to be able to be sad. But set your clock for 10 minutes, set your alarm, have um Alexa, set my alarm for 10 minutes. And you can be sad and have your pity party. And then when it goes off, pull your big girl panties back on and head on out and do something. Growing with Hudson. Have a wonderful day. All right, everybody. We can be difference makers, a dedicated person who can make a big impact, even with just a small action or a few words. Someone who improves the lives of others, one who rallies or encourages others to propel themselves forward and to bring about change. Someone that supports you, someone that is happy for you, just as happy for you as if it were for themselves. Because the Lord says the most important is to love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind, and to love your neighbors as yourself. And that's what we do. So, oh, Glenda, sorry about that. Tell Alexa, home. Alexa, stop. Maybe I can stop all those alarms that we started. Remember, the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. I love you all. Talk to you soon now. Y'all take care. Bye bye.